Hey everybody, it's Will here, and I thought I would just take a few minutes to run through some specifics that I'm planning for the day of the tournament. So this is for the Thunderdome 1v1, which is based on Brandon Short's Pro Tour 1v1. We've got to adapt a few things because of our own resources, but here's roughly the layout that I'm planning. Pro Tour is 13 temples, and we don't have that, so I've tried to mimic it as best I could. You can see these nice diagonals. Mine are a little bit out of kilter, but these nice diagonals. It's a very squared up field, very small, very quick. So there are two starting spots on either side. At the beginning of a set, players will take their opposing sides and go at it. Now the winner of that point will rotate to the other starting spot. The loser of that point will stay in their starting spot. The idea is that the loser gets stuck in a rut and can't break out of it, whereas the winner is just constantly on the move. It's a mindset thing. So those are the starting spots. You'll get a countdown to go, and then you can break out from there. Now, this is the first line of bunkers. We've got these added cakes there just to give you a little bit more room. After the first Pro Tour, they implemented those just to give you a little bit more room to play with. But if you win a point from anywhere on this back line or behind, then you get 1 point for that. If you advance to the 30, essentially, you get 2 points for an elimination. And if you make it to the 50 and get an elimination, then it's 3 points. If you pass the 50, you also get the 3 points. So essentially, if one player moves past the 50 and the other moves past the 50 and they're still battling all over the place, then they've just got, they're fighting for 3 points in that case. So just a couple of things, and some of this might change, but this is where my thinking is now. We've got that 1, 2, 3 point scoring system to sort of encourage aggression. If there's a trade, that's a no point reset as it was the beginning of that point. There's no time limit in this, so there's no timer, it's nothing like that. There's a paint limit, you just have your hopper and 2 pods. It's going to be 9 BPS, that's my thinking at the moment, and I think that's what they do at Pro Tour. I think that's probably best for our resources at Skirmish SA anyway. You'll have a minute between points, and you'll have runners. Whoever's kind of not playing, we're going to get other people to just kind of run out, bring you a pod, run out, grab your gun, run it back in, air it up if need be. We want to just keep you out on the field and keep things moving. As we mentioned, the winner of a point will shift their starting position. The loser's kind of stuck in a rut. Right now we're thinking first to 9 points. We might change that to 11, or we might consider that the first round is 9 points, and then maybe round 2 is 11, something like that. We just need to figure out the timing of the day. And then if we're playing to 9 points, at the 5th point, that'll be like halftime when players switch sides. And what I love is that the idea that at the beginning of a set, players will all ante 500 balls, and then the winner of that set gets to keep all of those balls. The idea being that the winner can then sustain their tournament throughout the rest of the day by winning paintballs from other people. And then it's also just a little bit of bragging rights over your mates if you get to steal their paint. And banter is fully encouraged. Like, normally you get shot out, you can't talk, but it's just 1v1. So we kind of want people to chirp at each other appropriately, of course. Not at the refs, but at each other. We're not going to have proper ref sync there or anything, but we will have a couple of people out there to help ref. And then I'm hoping to have a pretty dope website or webcast that will have a replay function in case things get a little bit tight. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment. I'm going to keep chucking up updates here, and last I looked, we were at about 8 out of 16 players, so get on board with this. I think it's going to be a great day.